Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. In this video, we're going to be going over Psalm 165. The translation is complete. There's not much to it, but there is a little bit to talk about, so let's dig in. The link will be in the description box below if you're watching this on YouTube. Here we are on the page. Same format. And so here we are. I wrote a little translator's note saying that it cannot be confidently for sure that David wrote this psalm, but with what we have, with the very little that we have of this psalm, you know, I think he likely did. There's only about less than 5 hymns in the Thanksgiving scrolls that I don't believe he wrote. But we'll get to those bridges as we cross them. So let's take a look at the context of the psalm. Right off the bat, this cannot be found in the Vermes translation. And as covered in the last video, in the last psalm, surprisingly, this seems to be miscategorized in the new translation of Dead Sea Scrolls. James H. Charlesworth has this as a complete separate hymn. So we're going to go with that and say it's a separate hymn. Contextually, it seems to make sense. So we're just going to go with that because for clarifying sake, I think it's the safest route to go. And hopefully future generations, I don't know. We pray Yah will restore this stuff to us. But I think this is the best responsible, more clarifying way to go. So, excuse me. So let's look at the text. Right off the bat, there's like 11 verses or so missing according to the sources, which are right here. Okay? Now here we see in the last psalm we covered, these are actually 2 separate psalms. Okay? So we're covering this section. James H. Charlesworth, of course, seems to have a lot more fragments. I'm not necessarily a fan of his translating, but that's besides the point. And, yes. Okay, so let's dig right into this. 11 verses right into this psalm. This is kind of peculiar. Charlesworth puts this in brackets, so that means he inserted this. And so I kept the brackets for clarity's sake because we really don't know. A psalm for the master so he could prostrate himself before Yahuwah. The works of Elohim. It really just is what it is for your discernment. I don't think this is meant to be like a Psalm of David, like an opening expression of the psalm. There already are 11 verses missing. Contextually, I don't know. We really don't know what this is talking about. It's really any person's guess. Now let's go here. There is some stuff to discern and talk about. I forget who, but one of the translations has fools. The other translation has simple. Considering the whole context of the other verses, I think both are correct. It seems like this is talking about your typical Satanist, your heathen, that we read about in Proverbs 1, your secret society heathen in Proverbs 1. The Bible calls them fools, and the Bible also in Proverbs 1 calls them the simple ones. Wisdom cries out for the gates. How long will you simple ones reject knowledge? And all that kind of stuff. So, and we could see in the below verse, okay, we likely are talking about the heathen. And now we're talking about the rest of humankind, the house of Jacob, perhaps. And maybe our, this condition, our sin nature that we have in the flesh, and the secret counsel of the spirits. These are probably false spirits, Satan's spirits, that's what I think. And Charlesworth added the sons of men. to walk continuously. We're continuously to walk in the ways of Yah. So we could pretty much guess and discern what is going on here. So I just wanted to share that. I think this is talking about the heathen. So that's why I use fools, because I think that would be more clear. Proverbs 1 is a good cross-reference to it calls them fools and the simple ones at the same time. And we see and that humankind might understand. So that everybody else, the house of Jacob, will understand. And the flesh and the secret counsel of the spirits, these are likely Satan's spirits, spirits of falsehood. Their counsels meant to deceive the elect and try and purify the elect. And here we are talking about likely the elect of the saints of Yah, to walk in his ways continuously. That's the way I read this. It's really any person's guess. So that's really it, guys. There really isn't much to talk about. All right, thank you for tuning in. Yah bless you.